manufacturers like Alpine to shine. That name alone, Alpine, makes you think of the Alps. Huge vistas. The thrill of a fast, steep descent. Well, except that Alpine's actually based in Normandy, of course. Don't bring your skis there, trust me. Mont Saint-Michel, not ideal for downhill. In any case, I'm so excited to have these incredible cars on the show. Now let's see them in action. And who's better for that than Lucky Star, our remarkable driver? That's right. I know many of you were concerned about the accident he had last month, but don't worry, he's all right. Can you give us a thumbs up, please? Awesome. He's going to drive the Alpines today. Let's take a look.
It's a reinvention of the original A110 that was incredibly famous in the 60s. A stupendous car, really. Played a major part in building Alpine's reputation.
Did you have the chance to try it, the original?
Oh yes, it's amazing. But, to be honest, not very comfortable. It was a rally car first, after all. As much as I admire classic designs, I also like to do my background.
I pay my chiropractor big money to know not to think about this. So, from what I gather, crafting new A110s sends a strong message to car enthusiasts.
Exactly. Alpine actually had a long hiatus between 1995 and 2017. The A110 was the ideal model to relaunch the brand. And this new edition is simply the quickest version of that car. The ultimate. Hence its name. This idea to its design. That's why there's a bright red light in the front and all shades of blue. They've also played with the idea of the different states of water. The rims are shaped like snowflakes, and the exhaust is integrated into the blue taillights to show that it's releasing water.
A clever trick. But what impresses me the most is how close to the ground it is. That lawnmower looks like a giant next to it.
I think it's about 40 inches tall. Driving it at that speed must be thrilling.
Let's enjoy the rest of the visit, shall we? Lucky Star, take us back to the bottom of the mountain. makes it so distinctive?
Aggressive design, as you can see. Loud and fast acceleration with 800 horsepower, a twin-turbo flat-six engine, and an automatic 7-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission. It's the second model from W Motors after the Lycan Hypersport. Its name comes from a monstrous wolf in Norse mythology, the son of Loki, no less, pursuing the imagery of the Lycan.
That explains the wolf picture on the roof. Well, let's push this beast to the limit. Our team crafted several key shots for Lucky Star's and Nate. Let's see how it goes. What is?
I just can't say Lucky Star seriously. It was the name of my horse.
Your horse? Oh, man, I would never have seen that one coming. Well, some say he is a stud. And was Lucky One a good horse?
Oh, the best, of course. I learned to ride with him. Lots of fond memories.
That's really sweet. And this talk of riding is actually a great segue into our next segment. We couldn't talk about performance without mentioning a bike, and you'll love the one that's coming.
gentleman's agreement, which capped the top speed of their motorcycles at 186 miles per hour after a long arms race in the 90s. It was a panic fuel agreement, a road association with road accidents, bad publicity, and a looming fear of
jaw-dropping. Lucky Star flew like a falcon, full Suzoku style. Don't try this at home, kids.
Delage was once the embodiment of speed and elegance, but after decades of
Would you mind telling
and quickly made an impression on the motorsports. For instance, they won the World Manufacturers' Championship in 1927.
I bet that was a pretty big thing by then, wasn't it?
Absolutely. It was the biggest competition of its time. Another distinctive feature is the look of the aircrafts. One of their most famous slogans was La belle voiture française, a beautiful French car. And they had plenty of elegance prizes to back it up.
Yes, the D12 has pretty big shoes.
Indeed. But it's still rare. It's already been awarded the most beautiful car in the world at the Automotive Awards in 2020. And we already know it's as fast as it looks.
Unfortunately for us, this is where the episode stops. Thank you once again, Sir Archivist. Next to your knowledge, I feel like a rookie car enthusiast again. It's always refreshing to have you on and listen to it. Can I say I even find it kind of soothing? Is that weird? I mean it. You could make great money just telling bedtime stories to people. What do you say? Partnership? I can offer you 50-50.
Well, thanks for the compliment, Casey. Sadly, I must decline the business partnership. I hope so.
Shoot! Genius plans never work!
But please, we're friends now. You can call me Rupert.
Oh, what an honor. I'll cherish this moment forever. Thanks, Rupert. I love being your sidekick. I hope to invite you again soon. And that's a wondrous finish. Thank you, dear audience, for following this show. This is your host, Casey Rollins, live from Hawaii. See you next time.
Congratulations on shooting this episode. The audience loves this kind of driving, but Lucky Star's job is far from over. Let's go to Maui to start filming the next episode. It's going to feature a brand new theme, a whole new collection of vehicles, and of course, some funny surprises.
How's it going, everyone? We spent quite some time looking...
New challenges unlocked.
The challenge is simple. Lucky Star, in this agile Fiat 500, must avoid the cones. He'll get a time penalty for each one he hits. Easy, right? Except that we modded the car. Programmed to stay at a fixed speed, which increases with every lap. Oh, and we removed the cones. To be fair, it's a concept I borrowed from my good friend James Humphrey in his Rule the Streets playlist. Thanks, Jim.
Please don't sue us.
Nice driving. Keep at it.
Pretty good. Time to increase the speed. Doesn't it take you back to your driving test? Everyone in the audience, raise your hand real quick if you had a horrible driving instructor. Wow, that's pretty much everybody, including me. Managed to get such horrible people? Do they use questionnaires to evaluate how mean people are? Does this job attract sadists?
They don't want me at the slaughterhouse anymore. I'm going to be a driving instructor now.
No offense to any driving instructors out there. Most of us drivers are here because of people like you. And please, everybody, drive safely. Keep those seatbelts attached. Leave the crazy stunts to the pros. Last lap. Now the real challenge begins. challenge is simple. Lucky Star, in this agile Fiat 500, must avoid the cones. He'll get a time penalty for each one he hits. Easy, right? Except that we modded the car. It's programmed to stay at a fixed speed, which increases with every lap. Oh, and we reduce the cones. To be fair, it's a concept I borrowed from my good friend James Humphrey in his Rule the Streets playlist. Thanks, Jim.
Please don't sue us.
questionnaires to evaluate how mean people are? Does this job attract sadists?
They don't want me at the slaughterhouse anymore. I'm going to be a driving instructor now.
No offense to any driving instructors out there. Most of us drivers are here because of people like you. And please, everybody, drive safely. Keep those seatbelts attached. Leave the crazy stunts to the pros. Last lap. Now the real challenge begins. Was incredible. I'm glad it turned out to be as exciting as I imagined, but Lucky Star doesn't have a second to lose. He's already en route to the next assignment. With an Italian car.
It's up to one
body-shaped body is the celebration of touring's 95th anniversary. They're famously known for their superleggera coachwork technique, meaning super light, and using tubular steel skeletons covered with aluminum alloy body panels. This technique allows for light and freer body shapes. Let's forget about speed for a while and just admire this design. Can't wait to see you next time.
What? A performance. The Motorfest Late Show is really lucky to have you. There's still... one episode left to shoot. It's called Eternal Legends. I'll let you know when it's available. In the meantime, why don't you check out the other festival activities?
supremacy. That's how you do it. Team 1, Street Team 0.
Oh.